right. Well, thank you and welcome to Caribe Royale Orlando. My name is Samantha Gatza and I'm the Director of Leisure Sales. I work directly with travel advisors and tour operators in booking Caribe Royale Orlando. Today, we want to take you on a tour and really share why um, our travel advisors and our tour operators choose to book Caribe Royale Orlando. In terms of our why, we're emerging from a $140 million transformation of our resort and a reimagination of our guest experience. We're an all suite resort. We have expansive resort amenities and 8 restaurants and bars actually on site. Everything in our focus has been about lifestyle and how we connect the guest to the experience they're wanting to have here in Orlando. So, to give you some context, I first want to take you through a map of Orlando and kind of share where we are. So, on the right hand side, about midway down, you'll see that that's the Orlando International Airport. In the center, you'll see Universal Orlando. And then on the lower left hand side, that's the Walt Disney World Resort, everything that's in orange. So, you'll see just to the right of that is Caribe Royale. So, literally, we are 2.4 kilometers away from Disney. So, literally, an easy 5 to 8 minute drive, depending on whether you catch the stoplight or not. I think that happens quite often. This is us from an aerial perspective. So this gives you some context just in terms of what we are. We're 60 acres in total. We have 1,200 one-bedroom suites. Those one-bedroom suites are shared between the high-rise towers 1, 2, and 3. And then we have 120 two-bedroom suites. Those two-bedroom villa suites are towards the rear. And I don't know if you can see my cursor there, but it's literally on the top right hand side of that slide. So you see we've got 3 different pool areas. The main pool area is in the center of all of the main towers. And then we've got our reception building, and that's really where the majority of our food and beverage is based. So I thought what I would do today is really take you on a tour and what it would feel like to arrive at the hotel. So the natural starting point for that is really the lobby and the front desk. And here it's about how we meet and greet and how we have been able to kind of create a space that's warm, it's airy, and it's really well representative in terms of Florida. Lots of spaces and areas to kind of spread out to. And of course, the first stop on the tour is always going to be the suite product because that's usually the first questions that we'll get in terms of being all suite. So again, we're celebrating our 25th anniversary, but just having redone all of the resort. These are all brand new. So this is our one-bedroom suite. This is the living room. There's a door and then the bathroom entrance and the bedroom. Here you've got a pull-out sleeper sofa. You've got the refrigerator, a microwave, and the coffee service set up. This is the bedroom portion. So here you either have 2 queen beds, and this is actually a view of our tree farm. This is the entry category for the hotel. And then this is our Royal King Suite. So all of the upgraded categories are about 50 square feet larger than the base categories, and they all have pool views. So very, very, it's an easy property to sell because it's based on size and view. So I think that always makes it easy. And then we have 4 presidential suites. So the presidential suites are really special. They can be 1, 2, or 3 bedroom. And these are not available in GDS. They're not available through any other third party. They literally are only available by coming directly to the hotel. That would be me, and booking these. So anytime we can help you with that, please be sure to let us know. And then these are our 2-bedroom villa suites. These are really special because they're very residential in their feel. So these literally have the full kitchen, the dining room, the living room, and again, this is a great shot of the kitchen. So it really is a fully furnished kitchen. It has an ensuite laundry, so washer dryer. This is a shot of the king bedroom. So you've got a master king bedroom with an ensuite bath. And then we've got a second bedroom. That's the 2 queen beds. with a bathroom that's attached. And of course, this is one of my favorite views, which is of the lake. So all of the villas actually look out onto the lake, and they've got the screened in lanai. So that's a lot of fun. And then this is probably my favorite part of our presentation. And this is really where we talk about what is sort of that fun in the Florida sun. So we have three swimming pools at the hotel. This is a picture of our main swimming pool area directly behind the waterfall. We've got a water slide. We've got cabanas. I think I feature that in the next slide. So this is one of our new cabanas. We've got a 2,500 square foot fitness facility. And this is really, really fun because these are our new sports courts. So literally our sports courts include pickleball, padel tennis, and half court basketball. So if I can tell you that sort of the rhythm of what we see here on property is so many of our guests are driven in by the theme park. So they're out and about during the day. They'll come back in the afternoons for some downtime. And when I say downtime, when you've got kids, this is all about that experience and kind of what you're doing in the free time. A lot of fun. And then everybody is, again, back on those great shuttles heading out to the theme parks. So thinking about the shuttles, we are a Disney Good Neighbor hotel. Every single hotel in the Disney theme park area, if you're a Disney Good Neighbor hotel, you have a completely different agreement with Disney. Our partnership with Disney allows us to have our motor coaches actually go directly into each one of the four main theme parks. And that would be a question you might see later, by the way. And that transportation will go to Magic Kingdom, to Epcot, to Hollywood Studios, and to Animal Kingdom. And at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, we add a transfer over to Disney Springs. So again, it's all about the rhythm and when the guests are wanting to go. Our schedule for transportation changes daily. So each month we publish a schedule, and that's available at the hotel on our app, which we always encourage our guests to get. And it's available on the in-room televisions. And it just gives the guest an understanding of what time the parks are opening, which is really what the transportation is contingent on. So lots and lots of fun in terms of the transport. And of course, you cannot come on vacation to Orlando and not think about food and beverage. We have great restaurants in Orlando, and we absolutely have wonderful restaurants at the hotel. We actually have 8 restaurants and bars for our guests to enjoy. And it really runs the gamut from what is casual with Starbucks, which is all about coffee and light bites. We've got our market that opens every day at 11. This is a lot of fun, especially for our pastry kitchen, who takes about half of the space and does amazing things there to share with our guests. Rum Bar, which is all about craft cocktails. This is Tropical, so this is where we have breakfast daily. This is Calypso. This is one of my favorite places. This is poolside, great menu. They open at 11 o'clock in the morning and are there until about 11 o'clock in the evening. This is Venetian Chop House. So Venetian Chop House is our AAA fine dining steak and chop house. Wonderful menu, great option for guests and locals alike. And this is actually my favorite, a lot of fun, Stadium Club. So Stadium Club opened in January this year, and there's really, as of now, not anything else in Orlando like this. So it's 2 stories of viewing pleasure. And when I say viewing pleasure, 360 degrees of televisions that go all the way around. So when you're thinking about having guests that are here and they want to see football games and they want to see all the fun stuff happening around the world, this is the place to go. But not only is it about sports viewing, we have 8 simulator sports bays. These are professional quality. So if you were a professional golfer and you needed to practice and you weren't out on the course, you would be using this exact same equipment. We have 13 different games that are available. And if I can tell you, it is everything that you can imagine that you could do with a bat, a ball, and everything in between. So my personal favorite, non-athlete that I am, literally is zombie dodgeball. So again, there's just a lot of fun to be had here. And this is open to adults and children. So you don't necessarily have to be adult drinking age to be able to really enjoy this. So a lot of fun. And really, So, bringing this full circle, because I've given you a lot of information, we really want to share that guest experience with you. So, I'm going to ask Charlotte now to go ahead and take us through a really fun video called Live Royale. Thank you. So we've covered a lot of ground today, and really it's circling back to think about why guests are choosing Caribe Royale Orlando when they're booking stays here in Orlando. And it really comes back to $140 million later. The resort and the guest experience are absolutely the center of our focus. 2.4 kilometers from the Walt Disney theme park area. We're a Disney Good Neighbor hotel with the transportation, and we're an all suite resort. Those suites really give families places to spread out and really make the stay special for couples. And one of the things that I want to make sure that I emphasize and that you guys are aware of, we absolutely love to send complimentary welcome amenities that tie the travel advisor back to the stay. You know, so oftentimes from the UK, we see our bookings a year out, sometimes a year and a half out. When families start planning and people are planning honeymoons and things like that, this is really one of the first things that they're out there trying to book and reserve. It is so special when you've taken that client through that purchase process and that decision process to be able to personally welcome them to the hotel with a personalized note and that complimentary welcome amenity. So please don't forget to always reach out and let us know that you're booking us, regardless of how you book us, because there are so many ways to book today, whether it's direct, whether it's through one of our tour partners, or any other mechanism, quite frankly. We just want you to book us at the end of the day. So we appreciate your time and attention. And now I'll take a quick look through the chat just to see if I can answer some questions. And yay, Toby, it is so nice to see you on here. Stadium Club opens at 11 o'clock on the weekends and goes all the way until the evening hours, or I should say, the early morning hours. It closes most days at 2 a.m. Sometimes we'll go a little further than that. It just depends on what's happening in the bar itself. But the majority of the resort is based on having food and beverage available from 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, depending on weekday to weekend, all the way through about 2 a.m. in the morning. I see a question about resort fees. We do have resort fees at the hotel. So our resort fee is $35 a day plus taxes. The inclusions for that resort fee are the complimentary Disney transportation, complimentary Wi-Fi access. We have a newspaper service, an online service that gives you access to, along with coffee and tea in the suite. So it's just all about, again, connecting the guest experience. In addition, all of the sports equipment. So you've got the equipment, padel tennis, pickleball, basketball. We've got catch and release fishing. We've got the bicycles. So the usage of all of that's included in the resort fee. So literally, if you wanted to go play padel tennis, you would stop at the fitness center to pick up the equipment and then head out to the courts. So we make it really, really easy. I'm seeing another question about the pet policy. So we do allow pets, and I believe it's up to 25 pounds. And then, of course, service animals are always on a complimentary basis. So if I can ever help you to make special arrangements for pets, don't hesitate to let us know. We actually have a really fun pet amenity that's available in the market. And the first, it's a treat. And the first one is on a complimentary basis. And then if the pet enjoys them so much, they can actually come back and purchase more. So we love our four-legged guests. Let's see, are there any supermarket shops within walking distance, especially when you don't have carb hire? Absolutely. So directly across the street from the hotel is a CVS. So it's easy to get to. And if you're not familiar with CVS, it's a lot like Boots, where you can get everything from waters and sodas and snacks to medical and things like that. So it's very easy. We also have Uber Eats, and there are a couple of grocery services that deliver to the hotel. As a matter of fact, we're really excited about some things that we're doing from a program perspective in the village. villa area. So the villas are managed almost like a hotel within a hotel because they're very residential in their feel. They're almost like apartments. And the opposite to renting an apartment, which is self catering, is really being in a hotel environment where they're serviced every day with housekeeping. We actually are in the process of setting up a grocery delivery service that we help the guests to manage. So that's something that we're going to be rolling out in February of this next year. So really excited about that part of it. Now, I think I've gotten all the questions, unless I have missed anything. Let's see. Um, Thank you. Thank you. Oh, and please come because we offer fantastic agent rates. So again, make sure you keep my contact information, but even if you email sales@caribroyale.com, really easy formula. Um, your email will find its way to me, and we'll always make sure we give you the best available offer that we can. We really do believe, especially as a new product with making that transition $140 million later, taste it, touch it, feel it. There is absolutely nothing better that you can do. So thank you again for all your time. It was so nice getting to be part of this. And if I can ever help you or be of assistance with guests or with your own visit, please reach out and let me know.
Thank you very much, Samantha. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
I am just hopping on here to wrap up for the first day of the Visit Florida Showcase. I wanted to tell you about the goodie bags, Visit Florida goodie bags, which we mentioned earlier in the welcome, but I didn't say that there are actually 14 goodie bags up for grabs. And they contain a Bluetooth speaker, a Greetings from Florida Beach towel, a Rocket notebook, which I hear is a reusable smart notebook that combines pen and paper with technology to digitize handwritten notes and sketches. So that sounds very interesting. There's also a Visit Florida lunchbox and tumbler, a Visit Florida wash bag, and a Visit Florida travel adapter. So that is a bumper goodie bag, although there's not actually a bag inside, more like a goodie box. So I can see you've all been answering the poll questions in the tab for the chance to win. So do continue to do that tomorrow as well. And what else do I want to tell you before we wrap up? Don't forget that all of these sessions today you can watch on demand. So if you have any colleagues that wanted to join and we wanted to recap on anything, you can do. You can watch them today or tomorrow or over the next 2 weeks as well. And if you haven't checked out the partner rooms yet from the virtual lobby, please do go and check those out at some point. Lots of educational material in there to download. Otherwise, next up on the agenda tomorrow, we're kicking off at 10 a.m. We're going to be hearing from Universal about Epic Universe, which is very exciting. We're also going to have a session focusing on Secret Florida. So these are the super off the beaten track experiences that you most likely will not have heard of. They're so off the beaten track. We're also going to talk about cruise and stay highlights for 2025 with Carnival Cruise Line and US Air Tours. And then we'll have training sessions from Daytona Beach, Central Florida, the Palm Beaches, and Delta Airlines. So thank you to everyone who's tuned in. Thank you to everyone who's participated and spoken today on camera. And we look forward to seeing you agents back tomorrow at 10 a.m. We'll see you then. Have a good evening.